Hi, Destiny. Hi, Maxwell. Good afternoon. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you. We are at the business event. Yeah.
For the past 4 years, I have
Thank
seen them
you.
show up with so much dedication, passion,
Let me
and
show you
pride.
guys. We are at the
They
business
never work
event.
tirelessly behind the scenes, staying consistent, pushing through challenges, and always showing up, not just for themselves, but for all of us. And today, they are here with me to remind us of this effort. And that's not just a
Hello,
passion,
John.
it's a reflection of the lives they have impacted.
Thank
The
you.
confidence written others and the humility to accept leadership. It's been an incredible journey watching them grow and guide so many of us along the way. We are truly grateful for the learning process of our coaches.
No, that's not Hawa. She's not here.
So with that being
Hi,
said,
John.
I
How
would
are
like
you?
you all to please stand up and join me in welcoming our coaches to the podium. It's my extreme pleasure to invite you all. Please. Assalamualaikum. Please have a seat, everyone. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's Morristown.
What a wonderful
Morristown
morning
in New
start.
Jersey.
Even like it was beyond expectation. We are experiencing so much energy since yesterday. Thank you so much for this table, especially. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are all looking beautiful from here. But I didn't tell you, I'm telling you. Mashallah, mashallah, very good. So thank you so much, whoever has showed up here, whoever showed up for the business and present in this hall. That shows your commitment, your motivation, you embracing your business. So thank you so much, first of all, for coming here. We are so grateful for you. I really would like you to have a, big round of applause for yourself, basically, right?
It's a saying that 80% of the success is showing up. And the fact that we all showed up here, that means that we are all willing to go for success. So keep showing up, not just today, every day, for whatever you believe in, not just this business, everything in your life. As long as you show up every day, make a little step, make a little improvement, make a little experiment, you're gonna do well. Okay?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So, I was sitting here, I just saw that. So, this is the actual message for everybody, who are seeing us live or maybe Team Achievers or Zoom and whoever is there. This is the real message for success in our life and in our business. This business is not separate from your lives, right? If you will make this business routine of your life, so you will find that there will be very significant result in your business.
Sorry,
And I always say
Destiny.
that this business transforms our life
Sorry, hope you
and
feel
it has
better.
transformed thousands of others and many of our audience. So if you believe in that, you can reach to that level where you will transform yourself in terms of learning, earning your routine life. I really want my life, my team to consider this business or add this business in your routine life. That is the message.
So, well, it's a picture.
So we started this Learn to Earn
You're welcome.
recordings and live. And the whole idea behind that was
Sorry,
what we
Destiny.
have experienced
Hope you feel better.
where we have learned something, we have applied that, it has helped us to earn good income using the digital space. So today we are here to share our learning with you, okay? And hopefully it's gonna help. Okay. Yeah. So number one learning is your perspective is your superpower. And what that means is that we started this business about 4 years back. There were many other who started at the same time. Some of them are still in the business.
Yes, John, I'm Nigerian, but I was born in Ghana.
But we kept doing. We made it work for us. So what do you think? What's the difference? Difference is the perspective, how you look at it. Okay. So what that means is that how do you look at this picture? Is the glass half filled?
Yeah.
Or is it half empty?
It's half
Right? So if the way you look at things is entirely change how you how you attempt anything, how you go about working on anything. Okay? So that's what we're gonna share today about how changing your perspective or changing your mindset can help you achieve good results in success, not just in this business, but everything in your life, right? That's what it has done to us. We have made it work in our business, but this business has helped us to change our perspective in all aspects of our life as well, like raising our kids,
Married in Ghana.
looking at our finances,
Yummy.
time management, working on your daily habits, identifying bad habits that you have, trying to eliminate bad habits, working on new habits. So all of this was made possible because of changing our perspective. And this business has helped us a great deal, and then we're gonna share some of it with you today. Okay? Yeah. So this is 4 years back when we started this business, right? It was Feb 2021, post-COVID. This is the first post that went up our
Who is this?
in the dream team. We go such a dream team. The
John, it looks like you know me from somewhere.
woman, she introduced us to this business. So we didn't think much about this business, right? Because it's a new model. It's like an out of the box model, and we couldn't understand much. Maybe we understood only 10 to 15% of what it is. The only thing we could understand, I come from a human resources background and I deal with numbers a lot. So when I looked at the compensation plan and the numbers, I just told them, if we can make this work, it can be, this can change our life, right? So as first generation immigrants, it's and you would understand it's a struggle being in a new country and trying to integrate yourself, right? So we thought that and then prior to this we were following the traditional path. When we came to Canada like 7-8 years back, Amna started improving her education, I started improving my education, so we could get a better paying job, right? What happens is that if you go get a high paying job, you end up paying more taxes. So your take home stays more or less the same, and then you stay paycheck to paycheck. And then you compromise on your dreams. You're like, okay, I have only this amount of paycheck, okay. I will adjust my dreams only to this paycheck. Right? Again, changing perspective, no. I'm not gonna compromise on my dreams. I'll change my approach. I'll look at things differently. I'll do things differently so I can achieve my dreams. Right? So you don't compromise on your dreams. You don't settle for less. That's what we try to do. And it worked for us. And we want all of you to practice, and hopefully it's gonna do the same for you. Okay? So yeah.
This picture to my mentor to share on the dream team. Can you imagine? I was so sad and I was so upset. I could not decide. I was not interested to give my picture, right, to my mentor because it was my perspective at that time. I didn't know about the business outcomes, results. When we started, it was not like that. We went into too much details. How what like, but it was the big picture of the business. Only that we wanted to change our life. That was the concept behind that. So when this picture, Lal asked me, this picture we need to do. This picture, I said, okay, kuch bhi de do. Okay, like that. So that was the starting point for us when we started the business.
Yeah.
So then, with the passage of time, you have seen us, change our minds and how we are taking our team with us. It's all about because of change is expected.
Yeah. Right. So just to share a snapshot of first 6 months in the business. First 6 months has, it could be a story for most of you as well as that, we couldn't get, quick results, as it's obvious with any real business, any real venture, any new venture that you want to take in your life is that it's not a quick rich scheme where you start making money right away. And we couldn't make any money. We couldn't understand what this whole thing is. But the real win for us in the first 6 months was the progress that we made in terms of learning the business, right? In terms of improving our, when we look at this, all of you that job because you have the right qualification for that job, and you have earned that qualification since working on it since your childhood, so from your high school, from your college, universities, and then you have your undergrads, a diploma, and that's why you are able to get that job, right? So there is a progress of more than 12, 15 years behind that. And that was the reason you were able to find that job, right? if you relate that with this, then it's something new. It's a new skill that you're gonna learn. So your first challenge is to make progress and learn the skill, have the knowledge, and then expect results. You could get quick results, as some of our team members, they have had quick results. But then the real challenge is to sustain those results, right? How do you sustain it? By learning it, by having control over everything that you do, right? So we made our our win for the first six months was learning. So we focus on learning. Uh, we spent on average 1 to 2 hours every day learning about new things, watching masterminds, what the experts are talking about, learning from them. We were frequently talking with our mentors because it's natural. The expectation for each of us, we are humans, is that we have got into this and now we expect quick results. Even if we don't get that, we get frustrated, right? We feel low, we feel demotivated, right? So that, yeah, go ahead.
So first column, like I think we all have heard these things from me or maybe from your mentors and from your coaches a lot of time, right? Lot of time, like spend 1 or 2 hours on your business, right? Prioritize this, give time, learn this business, watch masterminds regularly, and frequent talks with your mentor. That's very, 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 very important. If you have good relationship and if you have good communication, coordination with your mentor, and you are learning from that talk, and you are discussing, you are watching masterminds, and then you are discussing with your mentor. So that is your learning time. That is very, very, very much important to grow your business, right? I was talking to someone, I think one of the ladies, she said, I'm keep posting on our page, and I'm wondering what happened next, right? So I said, you should see the training. Everything is mentioned in the training, watch the mastermind. The other important thing is, daily posting on page is very, very much important. When we were not getting any results, so what we did actually, so we posted on our page, right? Page is our head office, page is our digital shop. So if we make that fancy, we make that informative for our customers, so you can get your results, you can achieve your goals in the business, right? So posting is very, very much important. Never think that posting is not giving you anything. You don't know, because up to level 4, most of the time, like our first buyer was from our page posting, right? She's going to be 6A Sidra Nawab in this year, inshallah. So she came from the live interviews, right? So posting, let us let us do the live interviews, right?
Yeah. As I said, progress. We were just into progress and focusing more on the progress and then results, right? There was still, again, expectation to have results, and but we were just constantly trying to shift our focus from thinking about the results and thinking about the future, what's going to happen, and then focus in the present moment and then do what we can so we can change our future, right? So that's what we did. We try, because we are in social media advertising business, that means we are supposed to run an ad all the time. If you are doing this business, if you are into this business, you have invested, so you're supposed to run ads all the time. If you're not running ads, then your shop is closed, right? So it's either that you run a paid ad, or now you can do organic content creation, and then you can generate leads, right? But you gotta do something. We were trying different ads. We tested 10 plus different ads in the first 6 months, but it didn't work. But again, we were learning every time. We were trying something different. We were learning. It's like, trial and error, right?
So, like when we were posting on our page, right? Then, so we started interviews, and that is why I tell my team to have interviews on your pages, because from the interviews, so many customers came, even from Australia, Ireland, USA, so many. But we were so much camera shy persons. Both. Raza has Raza has nothing to do with the social media ever. He didn't press like even, right? So, but Raza learned everything in the business through training and through masterminds, and he learned how we can grow our business, like regarding advertisement, right? And we had meeting with someone, like we were having interviews, and she told us, whenever you are ready, make a picture with laptop, right? So I was new in the business, we didn't have any idea. So when you are talking to someone in your business, you can learn a lot. We learn from our daily routine conversations. So focus on the business. But sometimes I ask someone, did you take pictures? She said, no, I was in hurry, I didn't take, right? So the thing is, actually, you need to prioritize your business, right? If your business will be in your mind first, you can do anything in the business. There is no limits for that, right? So when I was talking to that lady, she said, you both are good. So why don't you make a video ad? That was the time when we thought about, oh, okay, we can do that, right? So when we get motivation from our surrounded people, that change our lives, right? That is why your wives are your tribes, right? That is why you need to have good people around you. Somebody, if they are very negative, run away from them. Tata bye bye for some time. When you have results, then you can show them, but be consistent and learn from your daily routines. We were not a social media person. We didn't, when I started my basic, basic Facebook was there. I never used that before that, right? But when you have something, when you have a platform, you are using social media purposefully, that is the best part. You should be blessed, you should be grateful for that. I really feel very, very grateful. Why? Look, social media is one of the powerful media now, right? Trump can't be the president if access is not there, right? So that is the power of the social media, and we didn't have any experience. We don't know how to use that even. We have a training, we have a mentor, we have a coach, we have a whole system to grow ourselves. If you are doing your job, you have spent 15 to 20 years on that. Then you got those jobs. But in this business, we have very, very smart working. So from where we learn that, we can do that, and talking to people through interviews and in routine, that change our perspective that we can do it, right? Anything we can do it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So as I said, 1 to 2 hours every day. That means 30 to 60 hours per month. So over 6 months, yeah, over 6 months, 200 to 300 hours, right? So there is a theory, you can Google up 100 hours rule. What it says is that if you spend on average 20 minutes every day for 1 year, but the catch here is to do it consistently on anything, any new discipline, any new skill. You can be in the top 5% of the people in the world in that particular discipline, right? So that's the power of doing something daily, small thing, but do it consistently daily. Make you in the top 5%, right? So even though we didn't get results, but we made good progress on learning. We spent 200 to 300 hours learning this new thing. Okay, so the 100-hour rules theory, top 5%, but we spent 300 hours. So probably we got into the top 1% in that particular discipline, right? Okay, so what followed is that, again, when you are new to something and you're struggling, it's hard, it's difficult, you feel stuck, you are uncertain, you are scared, you are afraid. Sometimes you get negativity, you're down, right? You get rejection, right? So how do you deal with that? How did we deal with that? Is that we started practicing my gym. So it's like, when you wanna stay fit, you go to gym and you do exercise every day. So that's how you stay physically fit. In a similar case for your brain, because as I said, it's the power of perspective. If you have the right perspective, you can make it work. How do you keep your perspective right? Do your mind gym every day. That doesn't mean that you will not feel uncertain, you will not feel rejected. But it's just like, you have to get into the practice of doing this mind gym every day, is to shift your perspective, right? So how did we do that? Every time we faced a challenge, it was tough on us, right? But we took it as a challenge. We took it as a lesson. Okay, every time I fail, I try a new ad. It didn't work for me. Okay, how can we learn from it? Okay, look at the data and look at what others are doing, how they are doing. Okay, let's try something new next time. Okay, I learned something from it, right? So Amna maybe spoke to a person who is interested in the business, but they didn't take the next step. So Amna learned something from that experience.
You call me scam?
Yeah, that happens every day. We are in a social media advertising business, right?
I don't tell, new people, I don't tell my income because they don't believe that and they said, ये तो कोई भी कर सकता है. Everybody can do that. You can take a picture, you can put any figure there, right? So this is what I learned from my mistake that I told someone, she was in OE and she said, no, this is a scam, she blocked me, right? So how bad luck for her, but maybe after a few months, again she was, any of in our group maybe. But the thing is, then I learned that how I need to position that with new customers, new mindset, right? So whenever we got rejections, we got any negative thought from anyone, we were not down or felt negative for that thing for long actually, right? Maybe for some time that is natural behavior we did, and after that we learned a lesson and we move forward.
Yeah. So mind gym, if you try to practice active, but if you keep on doing that, it's gonna help you shift your focus and shift your energy to what you're supposed to do to get good results. That's what we try to do. How did we survive is, but there's a saying that your tribe is your vibe, right? You are the average of 5 people that you talk to every day, or you sit with, right? So look at what are those people around you, what are kind of people, what is their mindset, what kind of energy are you getting from them, right? So for us, okay, we started spending good amount of time reading different stories in the dream team, people that are getting results, people sharing their stories and everything, talking to the people in the community, reading good books on mindset and everything. So that was the whole idea, is that, when you stay with the like-minded people, they are your tribe and that becomes your vibe. So if there is any negative energy that you get, shift your focus and again, talk to the people that you get good energy from, and that's how you change your vibe. Okay, your vibe is your fuel. Every time you don't get what you're expecting, is that go back to why I started this in first place, right? Whereas we started to achieve a better life for us and for our kids, right? And we didn't want to settle for less, right? So every time we had a challenge, we just looked at, okay, how strong is our why? If your why is strong enough, it will help you keep moving, okay? And your today versus your yesterday. So everyone's journey is different. We don't compare ourselves with everyone else. Everyone's journey is different. My only competition is with who I was yesterday. So that's how you keep improving yourself and you staying away from negativity. Don't compare with anyone else. All of us are unique, right? So compare yourself always. That's what I do with, okay, who I was yesterday versus who I'm today. And you make that small improvement uh, every day, and that's how you get better at anything. All right. So these are just few snippets of our journey. So we have shared our struggle, 6 months struggle, right? After testing 10 plus ads, we didn't stop testing. Finally, we got our winning ad. And the moment we got our winning ad, like we started in Feb of 2021, so October 2021, 8 months into our business, we hit our first rank, 3A. That's where we have 10 group sales, right? Which is called the hardest milestone in the business, because that's like a foundation for your business. If you're able to come this far, then the future is gonna be easy, right? You just gotta build the foundation. You gotta stay there, and keep learning and keep applying, and then you're gonna land on this. A month later, in November, we had our 4A. See how quick it was. It took us 8 months to have 10 group sales. It took us 1 month only to get to the next 10 sales, total 20 group sales. How faster it was, right? But again, because we mastered what this thing is, we were in a position to mentor people, because in this business, we make money from mentoring people, teaching them, guiding them. If you become a good teacher, a good mentor, you know your stuff, you can make money in this business. That's what we did, because we learned, so we were able to apply and help other people. Right? I'm not going to say anything. No?
I just want to let my team that all the progress was result of that initial 6 months struggle, or maybe whatever you can call that. All these results were because of that part, where maybe some of you now you are facing that period. So always remember, if you don't waste your time just thinking about why I started or something like that, anything. So only focus on the learning. Only focus on the learning, how to run advertisement, how to talk to leads, how to answer their questions, how to post, how to make your pages creative, right? First, think about yourself, what you are giving to your business. Focus on the input, then output should be there, and output will be there, inshallah.
Yeah, all right. So it was non-stopping from that point onward, right? So the same month we became coach in the dream team. Then it took us only 6 months after 4A, which is 20 group sales. 6 months, 80 group sales. That means on average 12 plus group sales every month, right? We got to the 6A, which is 100 group sales, right? Again, the build-up was because of the learning. I keep going back to the same, right? So many of us are teachers, so you got to teach other people whatever you have learned. But if you have not learned it properly, then you cannot teach properly, right? So learn it, master it, and then you are able to help guide other people as well. Okay. So after we hit our 6A on the main account, another 6 months down the road, we hit 6A on all 3 of our stack accounts. So in the business, there is a strategy where you stack multiple accounts. That's how you keep all the commission. You cut your mentor. So after 4A, effectively, we cut the person who introduced us in the business. That means we keep all the money. We keep all the commission. So this is where we say that, if you do more effort, if you're more dedicated, you can make more money than the person who sponsored you in the business, right? The person who sponsored us in the business was not very committed. She's a great person. We're still in touch with her as of today, but she have had her own issues. But we kept going, so we are like, she's nowhere. We are, maybe 20 times, 30 times. We are making more money 20 times, 30 times than her, right? So 4 is where you cut the person on top and keep all the money, okay?
So we do our business in our own way, right? We do our business in our own way. That was our ownership. And if you look at that picture, that is very, very rare in the dream team, where 250,000 people, you will see this phenomena very rare, where people will be hitting 6A at the same time. Yeah, on the 3 accounts. So that is something unique we achieved because of our learning, because of our ownership of the business, embracing our business, love our business. I told my team that if you have 4 children, so this is 5th. your children. So then, children are very, intelligent. They know that who are loving them. So you will get response very, very positive from the business.
Yep, right. So after we hit 6 years on all of us stack account and 10 months, another 10 months down the road, we had our next track, 682. That's where we start to get quarterly incentives. That's like a passive income based on group sales. That is on top of the commission that you get, right? So, up to that point, we were able to buy our second home. Again, this business has helped us to pay off our mortgage faster for the first home, and then that'll help us to refinance for our second home. We bought our second home. We renovated our best basement in our first home, and then we made it a rental property. Again, all blessings from this business. This is all because of the progress or the struggle that we have had in the first 6 months.
So actually, my team, this was dream. This was my dream. Whenever I told Raza we should have a bigger house, or maybe we need to change our house, he said no, we will renovate it, no problem, right? But it was a dream, and it was only possible because of this business, right? So if you have dreams, so you can fulfill those dreams. Why we are here? Why we are showing this to everybody? Why? Because you get the motivation, you get that direction, you follow us, right? You learn from us, but give your time to your business, and you can fulfill your all dreams. There is no limitless limit your don't limit your possibilities actually. Don't think that you can't do that. Social media is very, very powerful, and we are very, very blessed to have this platform, because we are not social media persons. We have no idea how to do that, but we can start from scratch. We can learn from the training, right? And when you learn from the training, you can apply those things on your own business. How beautiful that is. People who are learning about digital marketing, what they do actually, they learn from there and then they go for jobs, right? They wait for someone will hire them, and they will be building for them. I mean, they will be working for their dreams. But we are lucky, we have our own side hustles, we have our own platforms. You are the owner of this business. So you don't limit yourself. Don't think that if you cover your face, you can't do advertisement. It's not true actually, right? So you need to learn from the business, and you need to do whatever you can do. I say someone that it's not like that you need to change yourself. I'm not asking whatever whatever your values are, follow that, right? But develop yourself, learn online marketing, learn from the training.